Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. This is IMAX Sports with another football video, and today I'm going over my 2021 NFL 100 list. This is episode 5, so we're going over players number 60 through 51. I meant to post this video yesterday, but I got caught up, my schedule got busy, and so I'm doing it for today. So if you guys have been following along the series, it's great. If you haven't, make sure to watch the first few videos if you have an interest. I go over the first 40 players, and I'm going to continue to do the series every week until we have reached number 1. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, leave a like on the video if you enjoy, and let's get right into it. Coming in at number 60, we have Jaire Alexander. He's a cornerback for the Green Bay Packers, and he had a great season this year. He had 1 pick, 13 passes defended, a sack, 40 solo tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, 1 safety. He was number 2 in the NFL for safeties, and he made the 2020 Pro Bowl. In the playoffs, he had played 2 games, and he had 2 interceptions and 3 passes defended, as well as 4 tackles and 1 tackle for a loss. He had an amazing season this year. He had some really tough opponents to guard, and he did a really good job. He did a really good job with everyone he faced. He definitely deserved the Pro Bowl, and to have 2 interceptions in the playoffs, that's impressive. He had an interception in each playoff game he played in. And I know still a lot of players step it up in the Pro Bowl. Like a lot of defensive players, like they have really amazing regular seasons, and then they step it up even more in the postseason. And I think that Jaire Alexander is one of those players that's going to carry that momentum into next season. I think he's going to have a phenomenal year next year. And number 59, we have Jonathan Taylor, a running back for the Indianapolis Colts. In 2020, Jonathan Taylor had 232 carries for 1,169 yards, 11 touchdowns, and he caught 36 of 39 for 299 yards and 1 touchdown. He was number 8 in rushes, number 3 in rushing yards, number 7 in touchdowns, number 9 in yards per attempt, and number 6 for all-purpose yards. The Colts rookie, he definitely deserved the 2020 Pro Bowl this year, even though he didn't get it. And I think that next year he's going to come back with a vengeance, and he's going to want to get that Pro Bowl appearance. I mean, if you're number 3 in rushing yards and number 7 in rushing touchdowns, then I think that, generally speaking, you deserve a Pro Bowl appearance. But I think that next year, when he comes back and he dominates the league once again, I think that he's going to get that Pro Bowl appearance, and I think he's going to have a great 2021. Number 58, we have Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen this year caught 74 catches for 925 yards and 14 touchdowns. He was number 3 in the league for receiving touchdowns. He was a 2-time Pro Bowler in 2018 and 2019. He only played 5 games in 2019 though. Wait a second. 2017 and 2018. He played 5 games in 2019. And then in 2020, he had a phenomenal season. But he did not make the Pro Bowl. He is on 2 NFL 100 teams, the 2018 and 2019 NFL 100 teams. He was ranked number 33 and number 36. He missed the 2020 team because in 2019 he only played 5 games. And I think that he'll be back on the list this season after having another phenomenal season. He's a veteran wide receiver and he's an amazing red zone threat. 14 touchdowns in a season by anyone is a phenomenal achievement. And I think that Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson will play off each other's strengths very well. I think that this offensive core is going to continue to do well on the Minnesota Vikings. And number 57, we have Budda Baker. Budda Baker in 2020 had 2 picks, 6 passes defended, a forced fumble, a sack, 90 solo tackles, and 7 tackles for a loss. He is number 6 in the league for solo tackles, and he is a safety for the Arizona Cardinals. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler and a 2-time All-Pro appearance in 2017 and 2020. And he made the 2020 NFL 100 team at number 97 in 2020. Baker should be he should be one of the best up-and-coming safeties in the league. I think he's going to get better and better and better every year. And yeah, last year he was number 97. This year I think he deserves to be in the top 60. Next year, if he continues to do well and continues to excel in the league, he could definitely be a top 50, top 40 player in the league. And at number 56, we have Darren Waller. Darren Waller is a tight end for the Oakland Raiders. In 2020, he had 107 catches for 1,196 yards and 9 touchdowns. He is number 4 for receptions, number 10 for receiving yards, and number 10 for receiving touchdowns as a tight end, not a wide receiver. He made the 2020 Pro Bowl and 2020 NFL 100 at number 99. And he's had a slow start to his career. The first 3 seasons he didn't do a whole lot. But the last 2 years, he's exploded onto the scene on the Oakland Raiders. I think he's going to continue to do well, and he's going to continue to be one of the best tight ends in the league for at least a few more years to come. Coming in at number 55, we have Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey this season had 1 interception, 8 passes defended, 8 forced fumbles, 2.5 sacks, 70 solo tackles, and 4 tackles for a loss. He was number 1 in the NFL for forced fumbles in 2020. He is a 2-time Pro Bowler and 1-time All-Pro cornerback in the NFL. And in 2020, he was number 83 on the NFL 100. Kind of has safety stats in 2020, not going to lie. He has a lot of solo tackles, he has a lot of forced fumbles. His talent looks like a safety's. But he's an amazing cornerback, and he's going to continue to dominate this league if he continues to put up numbers like this. And he's a phenomenal player overall. And again, as we get higher and higher, it's harder and harder to choose who gets to be where, because all these players are so phenomenal that it's hard to pick between like number 30 and number 50. You know, number 54 we have Chris Jones. Chris Jones has 4 passes defended, 2 forced fumbles, 7.5 sacks, 23 solo tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and a safety. He is a 2-time Pro Bowler and 2-time NFL 100 team selection. He was number 36 in 2019 and number 52 in 2020. He's a staple in the Kansas City Chiefs defense. And a couple of years ago, he switched from defensive tackle to defensive end, and he's never slowed down. When he did that, the next year he was He was number 36 in the NFL 100 team. So Chris Jones is a phenomenal player. He just continues to do well every single year. He continues to get better every single year, and he's just a great defensive tackle or defensive end, wherever they decide to put him. And he has helped them win a Super Bowl. He helped them make it to 2 as a team leader on the Kansas City Chiefs. So Chris Jones definitely deserves to be on those lists at number 54. At number 53, we have Fred Warner. Fred Warner is an inside linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. This season, he had 2 interceptions, 6 passes defended, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, 1 sack, 79 solo tackles, 5 tackles for a loss, and he was number 10 in combined tackles this season with 125. He was a 1-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro, both in 2020. And 2020, he was on the NFL 100 team at number 70. This season, his stats have stepped it up a little bit. He made a Pro Bowl, and I think that he deserves a spot at number 53 or even higher. But again, when you get to this point, you need to decide who's going to be at number 53, who's going to be at like number 37. And I think that Fred Warner is a phenomenal player, and he's going to continue to do well. I think number 53 is a good spot for him this year, and I think that next year, if he steps it up again, he'll definitely be in that top 50, top 40 place. At number 52, we have Ezekiel Elliott. And Ezekiel Elliott is a running back for the Dallas Cowboys, and I think many of you know who Ezekiel Elliott is. This season, he had 244 carries for 979 yards and 6 touchdowns. He had 52 catches for 338 yards and 2 touchdowns. Number 5 for carries and number 5 for touches in the NFL. Not in the top 10 for yards, though. 3-time Pro Bowl appearance and 1-time All-Pro appearance. 4-time NFL 100 team player. He's number 7 after his rookie season. He dropped to number 54 after he played 9 games his sophomore year. Second, third, and fourth years, he was ranked number 18 and number 24. But this year, his stats stepped it back a little bit. He missed the Pro Bowl for the 2nd year in a row. He had under 1,000 yards for the 2nd time in his career, first time when he played a full season and had below 1,000. And he had 8 touchdowns, which is not bad. But Ezekiel Elliott, people were saying he was having a poor season this year, and I kind of agree. But I also think that his team was not very good this year because they didn't have a proper quarterback. So I do have Ezekiel Elliott kind of low, but also kind of high at the same time. I have it low for Ezekiel Elliott, but I have it high for his 2020 stats. So I'm excited to see him play in 2021, prove me wrong, and have one of the best seasons for a running back in the NFL next year. Won the league for receiving yards and number 9 for yards per reception. He's a one-time Pro Bowler, and this is his rookie season. And he's a rookie wide receiver who deserved Offensive Rookie of the Year if Justin Herbert didn't exist. If this was one of those infinite universes where everything stayed the exact same except Justin Herbert was not the quarterback for the Chargers, then Justin Jefferson would have won Offensive Rookie of the Year. He had a phenomenal season, and I think he's going to continue to get better and better. Usually that's what happens with rookies is if they have a phenomenal year the first year, then they're just going to get better from there. And yeah, I have him and Adam Thielen in the 50s for this series, because I was trying to decide which one of them I wanted to put higher. Justin Jefferson's the young player that has amazing talent. Adam Thielen's the veteran player who's been consistently good for years. Justin Jefferson had more yards. Adam Thielen had twice as many touchdowns. So it was a tough decision. I ended up putting Justin Jefferson a little bit higher because you need the yards. Someone will get the touchdown, but you need the yards to get to the red zone. I think that Justin Jefferson is a vital part to the team. Both of them are, and I think that it'll be interesting to see which one of them steps up as the number one guy next year. You saw the Adam Thielen fight with Stephon Gilmore, the conflict between the two of them, who was going to get more, whatever. But I'm interested to see how Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson, how this evolves, if they're going to continue to have this amazing synchronicity with Justin Jefferson getting the yards and Thielen getting the touchdowns, or if we're going to see something else next year with one of them emerging as the top guy. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to comment down below what you guys think of my top 50 so far. And make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.